Hi everybody, it's Angela. Welcome back to my channel. It's 4th of July and I've already done a couple videos, so I thought since um, I've already done a couple, I would knock this one out. I forgot about it. So it is my uh, card of the month for the month of June. Um, I've been doing every month since I did my year ahead spread in January. First time I ever did a year ahead spread. And so, yeah, let's get into it. And I told you guys before, I've had a lot of swords this year. No, but I always choose it for. I did the year ahead spread for my Light Seers Tarot, so I always do the feature card in that deck for the year, and it's the 10 of Swords for the month of June. Now, this 10 of Swords is very calming, very relaxing, very going into new beginnings for me. It's very beautiful. However, this is from my 2.0 tarot, and it is the what people see when they see the think of the 10 of Swords. This is the image being stabbed in the back, and I kind of got a little story. So when I first started learning tarot, I'd had a falling out with my best friend of 15 years. She just one day decided we're not friends anymore. And it broke my heart. I was heartbroken. I had felt like I had been stabbed in the back repeatedly. I was destroyed because we were very close. We had a lot of things in common. We were like, I almost want to say soulmates in a way, or we had this amazing connection right from the beginning of meeting each other. And this was September, almost 2 years ago. So last April, when I started learning tarot, every single time I pulled this card, every time. And in my mind, I was over everything. It had been almost a year and everything. And this card just kept coming up, coming up. It was haunting me, torturing me. And then I realized there's a reason why this keeps coming up, this card. And I did a lot of self reflection and realized I wasn't over everything that happened between us. I basically put everything on hold. I stopped writing. I had stopped the spirituality quest I was on. I even stopped doing tarot for a minute. And this card, yes, it's about being stabbed in the back, but it also was my reminder that life goes on. Like I don't think I have a deck where you see because I've seen a deck before where they're laying there dead, but then like their spirit is still alive, or they're still alive and they've been hurt, but they're surviving it. And to me, that's what this card represents. It's surviving that loss, and how you choose to survive it is a whole other thing. But that is what the 10 of Swords reminded me of, is like, yes, you still have these unresolved feelings. And of course, to me, that's what the Suit of Swords is all about, is your head and your heart there is a disconnect there. And that's what was happening, was like, my head was saying, no, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. But my heart was saying, no, you're not. You've literally put everything on hold because of this person. And that's no good. No one should ever put their life on hold because of a heartbreak or something that's happened to them. They should feel those feelings, take away from it what you learned, what you can do better in the next relationship, and move on. And that's what the 10 of Swords represents for me. Now I do show, and that's why I pulled that one too, because that's what everybody pictures. But the Light Seers, it's so about, to me, this one is about, you've already been stabbed in the back, you've already dealt with it, now it's a new day coming up. So it's very light and fluffy to me, that one. I did pull a few other decks. This is from my Just like my mind. Tarot of the She is the backs. I've never, and it's weird because since I had that realization, and this one's very dark looking. I've never pulled this card. But since I've had this realization, I would say it was probably June or July of last year when I had that realization. But I was pulling the Ten of Swords like every other day for months. And I was like, this is ridiculous. But once I dealt with those and reconnected the head and heart, and felt the feelings and then let it go, I've yet to pull this card. Ever. This is the Ten of Swords from my Tarot of the Hidden Realm. This is the backs. And she looks crazy. But I love it. And then we have the Ten of Swords from my True Black Tarot. And this one is very depressing. It is depressing because of all the dead doves or pigeons, doves. But you have this one that's like, I survived. I'm surviving and the sun is coming out and life goes on. I will survive this. And then we have the Ten of Swords from my 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, which this is creepy. Like the swords are in his face. It's crazy. But again, it's all about, the sword suit is all about the mind. And to me, that makes sense because it's all in his head. And yeah. And then we have the Ten of Swords from my Encore Tarot, which this deck is amazing. I love it. Like, I will always show cards from this deck as much as I can because it's gorgeous. I love it. But I love how in this one, instead of the swords, they're claws. Or the claws are swords. And there's, again, that inner turmoil of the mind in this card. Which I've said many times, that's what the Suit of Swords is about. It's about the mind and how our mind is choosing to process something that's happened or deal with things. And if we change if we're having a bad day, if we change that perception of how the day should be or how it's going, or let go of any preconceived notions, things will shift and change for the better. So yeah, that was my month of June card, and I really didn't feel like I was mentally or emotionally stabbed in the back or felt this pain. I did go back to work after 2 months off of work furlough, so I physically felt like I was stabbed in the back. My back hurt every day, just because I went back to work, and so that was kind of a nice twist, because when I first pulled all these cards, I'm like, dang, there's a lot of swords in this deck. It's going to be a banner year for like mental emotions and things like that. But this month was more of a physical thing. And I never even thought of it that way until it hit. And I'm like, well, it's kind of cool that I didn't have any mental blockages or any emotional things come up. It was literally a physical thing for me for the month of June, where I had a lot of back pain. So yeah, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you are alerted to any more of my videos in the future. And the sun is coming out, the clouds are moving. It's already getting hot in the last couple minutes I've been sitting here. So you guys enjoy your 4th of July. I'm going to go enjoy mine. And you have a wonderful holiday. Bye.